Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sunday night's broadcast of Invoking the Flame. Tonight is going to be another relatively short episode compared to the last few because of sinuses and issues going on with the face area and the throat and lungs and stuff. You know how it is some days. But at the same time, I'm not gonna miss a day because I do these on my own, so why not record them anyway? So tonight's flame is tomorrow's blue flame of divine will and purpose. This is learning about God's will and God's purpose in your life and focusing that purpose into your everyday existence and into your life, bringing that blue flame energy in and allowing yourself to express God's will in your life. Mhm. We will do as we always do. We will light our white candle to represent the divine spark. And then we will do our great invocation and the invocation to the light to bring in the divine light and welcome God into our lives and allow his energy to bless us and to strengthen our life. Then we will read a bit about the blue flame and the things that it can help with in your life. And that information we take from telosuk.com. And you can find lots of information on the daily flames on a lot of different Telos websites. And it's a very nice way to study the Lemurian system of ascension. And from there, we will do a few prayers tonight. But like I said, it's probably going to be a little short tonight because I'm still very congested and my throat kind of hurts a little bit. So we'll do as much as we can. And then thank you very much. All right, lighting the white candle to represent the divine spark of all that is, burning within every atom of existence. When we begin the invocation to the light, while you breathe regularly and allow yourself to be surrounded by the divine white light of God. I live within the light and I love within the light. I laugh within the light. I am sustained and nourished by the light. I joyously serve the light. For I am light. I am light. I am light. I am that I am in all I do. I live within the light and I love within the light. I laugh within the light. I am sustained and nourished by the light. I joyously serve the light. For I am light. I am light. I am light. I am that I am in all I do. I live within the light and I love within the light. I laugh within the light. I am sustained and nourished by the light. I joyously serve the light. For I am light. I am light. I am light. I am that I am in all I do. Now take a deep breath and recenter yourself in that white light, allowing the divine to bless you as we do the great invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men, and may Christ return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let life, love, and power restore the plan on earth. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men, and may Christ return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light, love, and power restore the plan on earth. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men, and may Christ return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light, love, and power restore the plan on earth. Take a moment and recenter yourself, allowing that white light to now turn into a blue flame. This blue flame is showing you the path that you are on, showing you God's will for your life and the changes that you are going through at this time. This this blue flame can allow you the protection and safety that you desire in your life.
Focus on the will of God for your very life through total surrender to that divine will, no matter what your present circumstances appear to be. This is the fastest way to gain your spiritual mastery and freedom. As you align with God's will, you will notice that your life will manifest more harmony. Bathe your mind, body, and soul each day with that energy, and soon you will reap its many benefits.
We are going to begin with the decree for Earth and her nations. Visualize the blue flame and know that everything in life happens for the good of the plan, for the good of all involved. Sometimes we can't always see what it is that this event serves, or what it is that this strife is showing us, but it will become clear at the point in your life when you are meant to understand it. In the full in the full power and authority of my God presence I am. I humbly come to the throne of grace to invoke into the physical plane of earth the most intensified dispensation and activity of God's will ever manifested in the history of time. We ask the legions of light serving this planet to absorb this divine essence into every fiber of their being and project it into the heart flame and conscious mind of every man, woman, and child on this planet, especially every person associated with all governments of our planet in any way, shape, or form. Blaze the cosmic flame of God's will through each soul evolving here, and clear away all destructive activities that might be directed against any of God's children and the light for which we stand. Seal all government positions in the radiance of God's will. Let the illumination flame reveal the divine purpose and plan for each office and individual, and give to each person the spiritual courage to fulfill that plan perfectly. Let the will of God be manifest in, through, and around all the governments of the world now and forever. Let the eternal, victorious light of God illumine and lead the way for every soul evolving here everywhere on the planet. We consciously accept this manifest now in full power according to God's holy will and purposes, and so it is, beloved I am. In the full power and authority of my God presence I am. I humbly come to the throne of grace to invoke into the physical plane of earth the most intensified dispensation and activity of God's will ever manifested in the history of time. We ask the legions of light serving this planet to absorb this divine essence into every fiber of their being and project it into the heart flame and conscious mind of every man, woman, and child on this planet, especially every person associated with all governments of our planet in any way, shape, or form. Blaze the cosmic flame of God's will through each soul evolving here, and clear away all destructive activities that might be directed against any of God's children and the light for which we stand. Seal all government positions in the radiance of God's will. Let the illumination flame reveal the divine purpose and plan for each office and individual, and give to each person the spiritual courage to fulfill that plan perfectly. Let the will of God be manifest in, through, and around all the governments of the world now and forever. Let the eternal victorious light of God illumine and lead the way for every soul evolving everywhere on the planet. We consciously accept this manifest now in full power according to God's holy will and purposes, and so it is, beloved I am. In the full power and authority of my God presence I am. I humbly come to the throne of grace to invoke into the physical plane of earth the most intensified dispensation and activity of God's will ever manifested in the history of time. We ask the legions of light serving this planet to absorb this divine essence into every fiber of their beings and project it into the heart flame and conscious mind of every man, woman, and child on this planet, especially every person associated with all governments of our planet in any way, shape, or form. Blaze the cosmic flame of God's will through each soul evolving here, and clear away all destructive activities that might be directed against any of God's children and the light for which we stand. Seal all government positions in the radiance of God's will. Let the illumination flame reveal the divine purpose and plan for each office and individual, and give to each person the spiritual courage to fulfill that plan perfectly. Let the will of God be manifest in, through, and around all the governments of the world now and forever. Let the eternal victorious light of God illumine and lead the way for every soul evolving everywhere on the planet. We consciously accept this manifest now in full power according to God's holy will and purpose. And so it is, beloved I am. Taking a deep breath and focusing on the divine blue flame burning away all that is not the power of God in your life, all that is not the will of God. Sometimes these changes, as we invoke more and more divine light, are not always pleasant, as our ego clings to the things that we think we need, or the things that we feel we would not be the same without. And that is okay. That is a typical human response to invoking all this divine energy. We want to stay the same. We don't want to change. We don't want to go drastically and boldly into a new direction when we think that if we do this, we can just fix what's already here. Sometimes things can't be fixed. Sometimes we can't progress the way we want to. We have to surrender to the will of God, and that's what this is about. Realizing that our ego desires are not always in alignment with God's will, and sometimes we have to let go of the things we desire in order to find what it is that God desires for us. The second prayer is God's will. In the name of God I am. I invoke the presence of beloved Master El Moria, Archangel Michael, and all ascended masters and angels of the blue flame love of God's will to guide and protect me daily and hourly. Archangel Michael, come into my life. Help me overcome all density with your sword of blue flame. Cut me loose and set me free from all negativity and errors of the past. I ask for a shaft of blue lightning of divine love to be established over my being, over my home, my family, my work, and all my affairs. I call the guidance I need to manifest God's will in all aspects of my life, to fulfill my divine purpose here on earth and make my ascension in the light. I claim for God's will to manifest everywhere on earth as it is in the realms of light and freedom. I give thanks that my request is answered according to God's holy will, and so be it, beloved I am. In the name of God I am. I invoke the presence of beloved Master El Moria, Archangel Michael, and all ascended masters and angels of the blue flame love of God's will to guide me and protect me daily and hourly. Archangel Michael, come into my life. Help me overcome all density with your sword of blue flame. Cut me loose and set me free from all negativity and errors of the past. I ask for a shaft of blue lightning of divine love to be established over my being, over my home, my family, my work, and all my affairs. I call the guidance I need to manifest God's will in all aspects of my life, to fulfill my divine purpose here on earth, and make my ascension in the light. I claim for God's will to manifest everywhere on earth as it is in the realms of light and freedom. I give thanks that my request is answered according to God's holy will, and so be it, beloved I am. In the name of God I am. I invoke the presence of beloved Master El Moria, Archangel Michael, and all ascended masters and angels of the blue flame love of God's will to guide and protect me daily and hourly. Archangel Michael, come into my life. Help me overcome all density with your sword of blue flame. Cut me loose and set me free from all negativity and errors of the past. I ask for a shaft of blue lightning of divine love to be established over my being, over my home, my family, my work, and all my affairs. I call the guidance I need to manifest God's will in all aspects of my life, to fulfill my divine purpose here on earth and make my ascension in the light. I claim for God's will to manifest everywhere on earth as it is in the realms of light and freedom. I give thanks that my request is answered according to God's holy will, and so be it, beloved I am. Sometimes, as humans, we feel like surrender means giving up. It means letting go of what you want and giving in and losing the battle. But when you're surrendering to God's will, and surrendering to the divine purpose and the divine plan of life, you are in fact uncovering your true desires and creating a victory for yourself that you've never known before, creating a knowing that everything is going to be okay. With Archangel Michael cutting cords and helping to clear energy, let's do the prayer of surrender, and this will be the last prayer of the evening. So focus on your blue flame and focus on the things in your life that you can surrender to. What are the things that are going on that we know are God's will, but our ego is still resisting letting go of and changing the ways we are doing things and the ways we are used to doing things? So think about those things as we do the prayer of surrender. Beloved Father, Mother God, into thy hands I commend my being. Use my love, my thoughts, and my life in selfless service to thee. Release from me all that hinders the fulfillment of my holy purposes and ascension. Teach me to be kind in the ways of the brotherhood of life. Direct and establish my life stream in ways that daily and hourly my true identity in God becomes my reality. Beloved God presence I am, eternal Mother, Father, Mother God, may the covenant I made with thee be totally fulfilled. May I live my life to feel your love and see your light. May your will manifest on earth as it is in heaven. Into thy hands I surrender my being, that through me God be glorified in all things, and so be it, beloved I am. Beloved God presence I am, eternal Father, Mother God, may the covenant I made with thee be totally fulfilled. May I live my life to feel your love and see your light. May your will manifest on earth as it is in heaven. Into thy hands I surrender my being, that through me God be glorified in all things, and so be it, beloved I am. Beloved God presence I am, eternal Father, Mother God, may the covenant I made with thee be totally fulfilled. May I live my life to feel your love and see your light. May your will manifest on earth as it is in heaven. Into thy hands I surrender my being, that through me God be glorified in all things, and so be it, beloved I am. Focusing on that blue flame and realizing that we must surrender our lives to the divine. Realizing that only the divine knows what is best for us, because when we are in this body, even though we are the divine, we don't remember that we are the divine, and we don't always see clearly the lessons that we are learning. I dedicate the flame today to the blue flame of God's will and God's power in our lives. May we all find the clarity, the direction, and the safety that we seek, and so it is. Amen. Thank you so much, and hopefully we can get back to our longer prayer sessions with a little extra prayers in the next couple of days once all of this finishes clearing up. We will we will be here every night, regardless of how we feel, because we do these daily, whether we record them or not. So we might as well record them. And we love you all. May the divine bless you daily. And so it is.